There are videos online that look completely normal at first, innocent even. But when you watch closely, something terrifying is hiding behind the screen. From a strange Japanese lady caught on camera to a failed proposal that was never supposed to be uploaded, these videos are enough to keep you awake at night. Before we start, I challenge you right now. Try to watch this entire video without getting chills. If you get scared even once, you have to subscribe. Deal? Segment 1. The creepy Japanese lady.
This is a video taken from Japan in which a group of friends meet at a bar and notice a mysterious woman staring at them. They then arrive at a subway station where the woman is following them. After what just happened, the group is distraught, but if you look back at the tracks, this is what you will find.
This video starts off looking like a harmless street recording in Japan, just someone filming on their phone. But after a few seconds, a woman in white appears at the end of the street. At first, she seems normal. She's just standing there. But then, she starts moving closer. Her walk doesn't look right. It's twitchy, fast, almost glitching. And as she approaches, her face becomes visible, completely pale. No eyes. Just a dark shadow where her eyes should be. The cameraman drops the phone, and the video cuts. Some people online say this video is fake, but others claim it came from an actual security camera, and the woman is a ghost tied to that neighborhood. The scariest part? If you pause the video at exactly 13 seconds, her face doesn't look like a ghost. It looks like a mask, like she's pretending. Challenge. If you've ever seen a weird person online who didn't look right, comment, "I saw her," down below. Let's see how many of you are brave enough. Segment 2. The mysterious GoPro creature.
Creepy videos on the internet. Mysterious creature captured on GoPro from Lex in production. What was that? It disappears too. In slow-mo.
A hiker found a random GoPro camera in the woods. Nothing strange, right? But when he checked the footage, it showed something horrifying. At first, the camera just records trees and walking sounds. But then, from the corner of the frame, something crawls into view. It looks human, but it's moving on all fours, way too fast. Its arms are longer than they should be, and it crawls directly toward the camera. Right before it reaches the lens, the video cuts out. Nobody knows who the GoPro belonged to, or what that thing really was. Theories online say it might have been a person living feral in the forest. Others say it's not human at all. Some even think it's proof of cryptids, creatures that the government doesn't want us to know about. Challenge. Pause this video right now and tell me, if you found a GoPro in the woods, would you watch the footage or destroy it? Comment, watch or destroy. I want to see who's braver. Segment 3. The Backyard Grandma.
Let's talk about one of the most disturbing videos on YouTube. How is it even still up? I don't know. It's called my... No, but this man actually does have his grandma in his backyard. The video was posted in 2010, but Joey, the person who posted this video, says that they recorded it in 2008. Not only does it have a really strange intro, he shows the coffin, and then kisses it. He states that she passed away in 1945. He basically takes care of in the coffin. So aside from how strange this video is, I kind of find it sweet that he's doing this, but personally, I wouldn't want someone to kiss my no, especially on camera. So yeah.
This one looks innocent. A family recording their backyard while the kids are playing. But then, someone notices something strange. In the corner of the yard, standing perfectly still, is an old woman. She's dressed in black. Her hair is long and gray. She's not moving, not even blinking. When the family notices, they yell out, but she doesn't respond. She just vanishes. 1 second she's there, the next she's gone. Some people say this is just a glitch in the camera. Others think it was the backyard grandma, a ghost that supposedly shows up when families are recording happy moments, like birthdays or holidays. But why? No one knows. Challenge: go to the comments and type, "I see her," if you spotted the grandma before I mentioned it. Let's see who's paying attention. Segment 4, the song note.
The video I just showed seems like a somewhat innocent video, but some people don't know the full backstory of that video, so today I'm going to be telling you everything you need to know. During a live musical performance on May 15th back in 1992, the singer in this video, Chelino Sanchez, was performing when he ended up receiving a note from someone in the crowd. It is believed that inside of this note was a death threat from the cartel, and Chelino was visibly distressed after reading this note but continued on with his performance. After finishing his performance, Chelino, his two brothers, a cousin, and several young women got into a car and drove away from the club he was performing at, but they ended up getting pulled over by a SUV with several armed men inside of it. The men showed state police ID and told Chelino that their commander needed to see him, and Chelino agreed to get into the SUV, but sadly the next day Chelino's body was found in a canal near a highway and he was sadly deceased. Chelino was just 31 years old, and there's multiple different theories as to why people think Chelino was killed, but the most popular one is because they think Chelino had an affair with the cartel boss's wife, but still to this day this case remains unsolved, and may Chelino rest in peace.
A random clip was uploaded online. It's just someone playing piano. At first, the song sounds relaxing, but when they hit one specific note, the video glitches for half a second. The room changes. The piano looks broken, and in the background, there's a figure standing in the corner. People who've analyzed the video say that the specific piano note might be linked to something called an audio trigger, a sound that can mess with your brain. Some even say kids who listened to the full clip claimed they heard whispers in their room later that night. The strangest part? If you reverse the audio, you can clearly hear someone saying, "Don't watch." Challenge: if you're brave, comment, "I heard it," in the comments, but only if you actually made it through this part. Segment 5, the failed proposal.
What?
The video I just showed seemed like a wholesome marriage proposal that happened underwater, but not a lot of people know the full backstory and what happens as soon as the video cuts off, so in this video I'm going to be telling you everything you need to know. Back in September 2019, Steven Weber and his girlfriend Kenisha Antoine went on a vacation off the east coast of Africa to a resort called the Manta Resort. At this resort, they stayed in a wooden cabin with a bedroom submerged in the bottom of the ocean. Steven swam to the room submerged in the ocean, which was about 26 feet deep, to ask his girlfriend to marry him. He began to struggle holding his breath and he began to drown. Steven wasn't able to swim back up to the surface and he ended up losing his life, and may he rest in peace.
You'd think a marriage proposal would be the happiest video ever. But this one, it's the opposite. A man set up a huge surprise proposal at a shopping mall. Balloons, music, a crowd still waiting. He kneels down and asks his girlfriend to marry him. She doesn't say yes. She doesn't even say no. She just stares at him for a long time, then turns and runs out of the building. The video cuts with the man still kneeling, the music playing awkwardly in the background. Some people say this was staged, just for attention, but others claim it was real. The strangest part is that no one knows who uploaded it. Neither the man nor the woman admitted to posting it. Almost like someone else was watching and wanted the world to see. Challenge: would you rather say yes in front of a crowd to avoid embarrassment, or tell the truth no matter what? Comment yes or truth right now.
There are some cartoons that seem way too innocent, so sweet and harmless that you'd never question them. But today, I'm going to show you the disturbing truth hiding inside some of the most popular kids' shows. What if I told you that Bluey might have been inspired by a real tragedy? Or that Peppa Pig's original ending was banned for being too disturbing? Cocomelon. Cocomelon is designed to hypnotize kids, but what if that's the point? There's a creepy story that's been circulating around forums for years. Supposedly, a parent left their child watching Cocomelon overnight and noticed something terrifying in the baby monitor. At around 3:33 a.m., the screen started flashing. The Cocomelon character on TV wasn't dancing. It was staring directly into the camera, smiling, and then the screen went black. For the next 2 hours, the parent said their child was unresponsive, just sitting, eyes wide, whispering the same song over and over again. This theory is backed by people saying their kids have had full-on meltdowns after watching the show, not tantrums, screaming fits, like something was triggered. Is it just overstimulation, or is something darker encoded in the animation? Challenge: have you ever seen something strange in a cartoon? Drop the time code in the comments. I want to check it out myself. Peppa Pig.
Here's the scary truth behind Peppa Pig. Peppa Pig was diagnosed with cancer at just 2 years old and spent most of her early life in bed. She needed constant assistance and 24-hour supervision just to keep her alive. Peppa was a burden and embarrassment for the entire family. When her dad finally had enough, he got a horrific idea. He chained Peppa to her bed so she could never leave her own room. Years later, the parents had another child whom they also named Peppa. This Peppa replaced the original Peppa, who is still locked in her room. Now, if you Google Peppa Pig house wallpaper, something horrifying comes up. At first glance, this looks like a normal picture, but if you look closer, you can see the original Peppa still locked inside her room.
You've probably seen Peppa Pig before, right? Cute little pigs living their happy cartoon lives. But there's a dark theory that this show hides something terrifying. There's a viral creepypasta going around that claims Peppa Pig wasn't always meant for kids. In the original pilot, Peppa wasn't even alive. She was hooked up to a life support machine, suffering from an illness that her parents refused to treat. The theory says Peppa's parents euthanized her, and every episode after that is a dream in her mind as she's slipping away in the hospital. The twist? Some people say this version actually aired for a few seconds on an overseas channel late at night and was pulled within minutes. But one kid recorded it and uploaded it. And if you search deep enough, people say it still exists somewhere online. Challenge: if you've ever watched Peppa Pig before, I dare you to comment, "I saw her blink." Let's see how many people notice what I'm talking about. Bluey.
Everything you know about Bluey is 100% wrong.
Are you talking about Bluey the kid show?
No, it's not just a kid show. If you look closely, you'll notice Bluey actually has tons of dark secrets.
How dark could it be? They used blue healers to make the show.
And?
So blue healers were bred to help farmers with their livestock. They were trained to move animals by nipping at their heels. That's why the show teaches responsibility and problem solving.
It does teach valuable lessons, but some are pretty dark.
How?
So there's 3 things a lot of people missed, and it starts with the episode called The Show. This is when Bluey and Bingo were doing a performance about Chili's life. So Bingo was playing as Chili and pretending to be pregnant with a balloon. They were all laughing until the balloon popped. The dad reacted by grabbing Chili's hand. They're saying this suggests that Chili had a miscarriage.
I don't think that was directly about a miscarriage, but rather the thought of them losing a child deeply saddened them.
No, she 100% had a miscarriage, either recently or before giving birth to Bluey. But listen, the second one is pretty crazy. It's about Muffin and Socks. They're saying they might have autism.
Oh, that explains why Muffin is always erratic and Socks walks on all four.
I mean, she's crawling on all fours because she's a baby.
She's not really a baby.
Okay, just listen to the last one. It's about Indy's mother. If you notice, her daughter has a very restrictive diet. In one of the episodes, Indy says she can't have a sausage because of chemicals.
But I'm not allowed that.
But also, she can't have Poffergies because of gluten, dairy, and sugar.
Oh yeah, that's why Bluey couldn't share her toffee apple with Indy, because it had sugar.
No, exactly. People are saying Indy's mom is obsessed with eating healthy, which forces her daughter to only eat things her mom deems as safe. That's why we always see Indy sad when she can't eat certain foods.
Bluey is one of the most loved shows by kids and parents, but something about it just feels off. Ever wonder why the show never shows Bluey's school in full, or why certain characters never appear again after just one episode? There's a theory spreading on TikTok that Bluey and her family are living in a simulation. It's why every episode resets. It's why there are no real consequences. Some users claim that they saw a glitch in an episode, where Bluey's shadow disappeared for 2 full minutes, but she kept moving. When they tried to rewatch it, the scene was changed. But it gets worse. One YouTube channel posted a breakdown of background audio in an episode and slowed it down. What they found was disturbing. The faint sound of children screaming, real children, not voice actors, and a deep voice whispering, "They're still here." Before we go any deeper, I challenge you right now. Try to watch this entire video without blinking. If you blink even once, you have to subscribe. Go on, I'll be watching. Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
Disney, you're not slick. I'm onto you. Now, I'm pretty sure, young or old, a lot of us know who Mickey Mouse is. He's the face of Walt Disney Studios and basically Disney's mascot. And with his iconic face and ears, Mickey Mouse is known across the globe